James Wong is the BC NDP's star candidate for the riding of Vancouver-Langara. That's a riding that's been under BC Liberal control since 1991, with the BC NDP failing to ever crack 40% of the vote in any election. But this time around, the NDP have recruited who they view as a star candidate. However, as the old expression goes, the higher they fly, the further they fall. Over the weekend, the BC Liberals put out an allegation against James Wong that will sound awfully similar to anyone familiar with the Trump University case. James Wong and his brother, who goes by a different last name, are vice president and president of Canadian Overseas Holdings Incorporated. They owned Pattison College, a career college with campuses in Vancouver and Toronto. According to multiple news stories and sources from around that time, in 2007-2008, including the Toronto Star, students who paid tuition to Pattison College were ripped off. One student from Taiwan forked out $5,400 for his tuition, then found out Pattison College had closed shop and refused to offer a refund. He was not the only student who felt that they were ripped off. Because that's not even the worst of it for Pattison College. On May 31, 2007, the Government of Ontario sent this cease and desist letter to Pattison College, outlining how the ministry said they were in violation of the Private Career Colleges Act of Ontario. In the letter, the government states that in late 2006, they sent inspectors into Pattison College where they found that it was not operating with honesty or integrity, and that Pattison College staff had tried to obstruct the government inspectors. They also found that Pattison College was in violation of the Act by, quote, not contracting students properly, not employing qualified instructors, not maintaining records on the qualifications of its instructors, and misleading students and potential international students regarding Pattison's degree-granting authority in Ontario, unquote. It goes into more detail and even mentions that one student whose file stated they paid $15,000 in fees and then looked for a refund because they could not attend, was told that they would not be getting a refund because, quote, business is slow. And Pattison College didn't have enough money to pay them back. If this is true, what a scam! Right now, we're unsure if Pattison College ended up complying with the cease and desist letter or simply shut down the college in 2008, as the Toronto Star article suggests. This was all fairly easily accessible information, and yet John Horgan and the BC NDP still nominated Wong and have been pushing him as a star candidate looking to break through in a BC Liberal stronghold. When Wong announced his candidacy, the NDP pushed it as a big deal. John Horgan was there at the announcement back in February and had this to say, quote, James Wong has what it takes to build a better BC. He has the leadership experience and community connections needed to stand up to Christy Clark, unquote. If by leadership and experience you mean allegedly ripping off people, including vulnerable foreign students, then I guess he has everything the BC NDP need if they win and begin ripping off British Columbians. Of course, to be fair, I wanted to give Wong and the BC NDP a chance to respond to these allegations, and why his holding company allowed Pattison College to operate what appears to be an unethical and dishonest business. Their response was a predictable denial. Quote, Mr. Wong was not an officer, director, or manager of Pattison College Incorporated, nor did he exercise any control or oversight over the company. Mr. Wong has previously and publicly and repeated this stated fact. In fact, the Liberals had to pull down a similar release they posted. But according to a 2005 interview with the Vancouver Sun, Wong took credit for starting Pattison College, telling the Sun that after establishing an immigration services company, his clients, quote, saw they also wanted to receive education, Wong said, so it established Pattison College, which prepares students for post-secondary programs by improving their English. The school also provides access to business and MBA programs, unquote. The BC NDP did not respond to my follow-up questions if the holding company was aware of the actions of Pattison College, nor their dubious claim that Wong had no involvement given the interview he gave The Sun back in 2005. The BC Liberals did, however, pull their original press release from Sunday, as the NDP said, but then re-released it on Monday with additional information about Wong and Pattison College. Look, I learned a really hard lesson after the Alberta election in 2015. Do not let NDP candidates run without investigating and researching them first, or we might just end up with our own group of destroyers in this province come May 9th. For the Rebel.media, I'm Christopher Wilson. Thanks a lot for watching. Election Day in BC is May 9th. Keep it locked to our Rebel Canada YouTube channel for all your BC election coverage.